Hey guys, welcome back. It's Saturday. I'm going to do a recap here. First strike, quick strike for NQ for this week and how it played out. So you got the partial day on Monday, and you got your signal in a 29.950s, 29.960s. It runs up, 30 points. Again, this is not good. It already tells you shouldn't even be trading today, but the signal fired. It did well. I'm going to tell you, a 10-point move in less than a minute is $200. I'm not going to sit there and say every single day is going to be perfect, lights out. I said this every day I talk about this indicator and this system. You're not going to get them every day, but more times than not, you're going to. Okay, and they're solid. So 10-point move, $200, less than a minute. You're going to go work a whole 8-hour shift to make $200. Okay, so I'm not trying to say anything other than you get a fast move, run with it, and get in and get out. That's what I do. So again, this one here, it takes too long for this point. For a 30-point move, it's not good. But anyways, the signal fired. It was did well. It's solid. It was a winner. This was a winner. That's a winner. But we're not looking at those. It's just really this first one that I'm concerned about. So that Monday was good. Let's go to next day here, and we'll see what these signals are. Okay, this one fires again. Perfect, beautiful signal right out of the open. One candle. You got yourself at least 20-point move here. It runs down, roughly to 29.826. You're talking 35 points, whatever. So again, the signal fires. It did perfect. I mean, there's nothing you can say that isn't good about this. It's solid. Even this signal is solid. So two for two. Okay, I get excited with this because it happens, and it happens all the time. And I post these videos, and I hope you guys are believing this because it happens all the time. I'm not putting these on after the fact, that's for sure. Okay, this signal again, right out of the open, it dumps, and you catch it at 3120, even if it's not even, let's say 3120, 3102. So again, you catch it right here. That's the move that you need. Just this, even though you can catch it up here, this is all you need, right here. I mean, I'm trying to explain to you guys, this is like $200 in seconds. There's nothing wrong with it. And yeah, if you got, the will to want to hold on to it, let's say you take 2 cons, or 3 cons. Let's say you close 2 of them on that little move, and then you set your stop up, again up here. If you got that in you, yeah, you would have just you would have crushed it. But 3 for 3, okay? That's what we're looking at. 3 for 3. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, good. Again, I'm sorry, I'm trying to run through these, and I might have some lines on here, but these are my lines that I use. Okay, so we're looking at Thursday. Another fast signal. Okay, you get in at, let's say 30,000, give or take. You get it to 29.90. This is exactly what you want. Your 10-point move. Why? Okay, let me explain why. You jump in here at 30, give or take, whatever. Even if it's 30.02, 002 or whatever. You get it to 29. The bottom of this line is 29.91. So your 10-point move is right in here. Okay? If you don't take it. Now, there's a lot of ifs here, but I say this in the other videos. You need that stop loss behind the candles that you just, you started. So if you put them up here, we ain't got to even discuss anything. However, if you're putting it right at the top of your existing candle entry, you're going to get ticked out on this next one, and that would just absolutely suck. So you have to have that stop above at least the previous candle. So again, beautiful signal. Seconds, you're in and out and done. And again, if you hold it and you want to run with it, that's great, but it's I'm trying to get the real quick move and be done. The second candle, you see these wicks. I tell you about this in the other videos. the NQ will wick you. You got to be ready for that. That's why you got to have a stop loss. You got to be willing to, accept a, 20 point stop. That's $400, $500 if you get really wicked and you get some slippage. So, anyways, there's 4 for 4. Okay, these other signals are solid too, but I'm not looking at them. Okay, we got one more, and this is Friday. Okay, Friday. So this signal here, 34, 27, 28 up to 34, 38. So depending on when you enter, is going to be, did you make money or did you lose money on this one? So, if you jumped in as fast as it broke through, that's 429 up to 438. So technically this is a loss, right? But it is and it isn't, because if you set your stop at the previous candle, okay, this again, beautiful wick candle that always seems to happen, comes in and wicks this candle, but it does not wick these guys. So if you can again put it a 20 point give or take stop, in the previous candle, if you're right with this system is not going to come back and tap this. It's not going to, if you're right. And you can see it never did. But if you're wrong, it's going to happen within a couple of minutes, So that's what this system, the way it's set up, the way it's put together, it works really well. And it's momentum based, okay? So these trades should not take that long. Not 20, 30 minutes. This is a couple of minutes, sometimes seconds. For me, I'm in and out less than a minute, the majority of my trades. That's how I like to trade. I don't like this going back and forth stuff, and I don't care for it. So it does, people love it, some people don't, I don't know. It's not for me. So everybody's different. But anyways, if you want to call it a loss because the second candle wicked you, it's up to you. But you got to put that stop at the very least behind that previous candle. So I'm not saying it's a loss. I actually say it's a win. But the way I'm trading, if I take this comes back and wicks me out because I'm trying to get that 10-point move. I don't know if I would have caught it. I'm not going to say that. So I just think it overall for the week, it was lights out, did really well again. And if you want to call this a loss again, hey, that's cool. But put the stop loss behind here, and we're not talking about a loss. I'm talking about myself. Technically, I might have lost on this one if this wasn't a 10-point, because as soon as I click, I already got a bracket. So if it runs 10 points, I'm getting filled and I'm done. So, but if it does not, yeah, I'm probably getting stopped here and I'm stopped out. So, which would suck because the next candle, pumps up again, another 20 plus points. So, anyways, I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend and been enjoying the videos. I'm trying to show you a lot in a short. I'm trying not to have them too long because I don't think people want to sit through and watch all these. But you gotta pay attention to these things because a week out you want to see how it performed. Do you say it's 4 for 5? Do you say it's 5 for 5? Even if it's 4 for 5, you're not going to get that anywhere. I mean, it's awesome every day. Pretty much, technically, this is a win every single day this week. So, anyways, thanks again, guys, for watching. Please like and subscribe. You got my website, daytraderdivision.com. I know you guys are going to be happy. This thing works, and my advice to you is if you're new, struggling, learning, let me help you, or find somebody to help you if it's not me. Get somebody to get you going, and find a legitimate person, system that works. Stick with it, maintain it, go through it, because not every day is going to be good. Okay, not every day you're going to win. You got to understand that too. But over and over and over and over again, I've showed you this for weeks and weeks and weeks. Once in a blue moon, you're going to get a loss here and there, right? Because everything is a loss. From time to time, you're not going to win every day. It's just not realistic. But technically, this week, 5 for 5, 4 for 5, you call it. So, anyways, thanks again, guys. God bless you. Have a great rest of your weekend, and take care of yourself. Bye bye for now.